Hi, I'm Anna, and today I'm here to talk to you about the profession of acting. I chose this profession for my career speech because it is a career I've been interested in for so long. By being in the plays here at Eisenhower and watching Broadway plays, I've learned a lot about acting. By even just turning on your TV to a movie, you'll find acting. Also, you turning it on to a TV show, you may also find acting. It can take you all around the world. It may be one of the least stable jobs out there, but that's what makes it so interesting. Some of you may be thinking, what is there to know about acting? You just read a script, memorize it, then act. But there's more to acting than that, if you really think about it. There's so much we can learn about acting, and that is what I hope to accomplish today. I hope you can get a sense of how complicated acting really is. What do actors do? Well, actors express ideas through their words, actions, and facial expressions. Actors interpret a writer's script to either entertain or inform an audience, which is us. Sometimes actors have to know how to sing, dance, do gymnastics, or play a musical instrument in order to get a role. And sometimes when an actor's movie is set in a different time or era, the actor will research the time period to find out more about it. Next, I was lucky enough to interview a working actor in Hollywood for this career speech, and he shared with me his 3 T's of acting. So, number 1 is talent. Let's say if Mrs. Bunton was good at memorizing scripts and speaking publicly, she could potentially develop a talent for acting, and of course she'd have to work on it by taking classes and performing in plays, but she could develop a talent over time. And next is tenacity. The definition of tenacity is basically not easily pulled apart, which is don't give up, because in acting there's lots of rejections and no's, and you just got to pull through it because it's all with the director.
Just let me remember.
And timing, you have to be at the right place as audition, at the right time, like if you're perfect for the role, but again, you don't know what the director wants in his or her head. So next is schooling, and a bachelor's degree is becoming more popular in theater, but it's not required. And while I was researching, I found the top acting schools in the U.S. So the first one is in New York, New York, and it's the State University of New York, and they call it SUNY, I think. And then New York University, or NYU, in New York, New York, and that's where I want to go when I grow up. And third is the American Conservatory Theater in San Francisco, California. Yes, it is a theater, but it has served as a small school for actors since 1965. Next is skills and abilities. There's lots of abilities and skills that actors have, but I've just listed a few here. So, scoring is a written account of your character about what works and what doesn't. So, you basically go home and you think about the role in your head and write down on your script what you think about. Then at the next rehearsal, you go and you do the stuff, and then you find out what works and what doesn't about your character. So next is memorization skills. Obviously, you have to be good at memorizing. Speaking skills is kind of obvious, but still, you have to be able to pronounce stuff very clearly. Physical stamina. Actors work 16 to 12 hours a day. It's a long day, and it's a lot of sitting around and waiting, or standing or running or doing whatever you have to do. And then you got to wake up the next day early in the morning and go for another 16 to 12 hours. So got to be physically prepared for that. And studying. Like I said earlier, actors will study their role to find out more about it. And actors shouldn't be afraid to talk to people. If you see an interesting person, you could talk to them and ask them about their life, and that could help you in further roles. So yes. And then in this conclusion, I would like to thank one person who took the time from his busy acting schedule to answer my questions. His name is Brett Dalton, and he plays Agent Grant Ward on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He gave me tremendous answers that I used throughout the speech. Also, I got some great advice, not just for the speech, but for me moving on into the future as an actor. All in all, I understand that acting is the most steady job, but if you truly love it, it's the best job in the world.
Give her a round of applause.